Welcome to EvoBizDevo with Isis Latham, your host, your hub for personal and professional growth since 2018. At EvoBizDevo, we bring together entrepreneurs, business leaders, and change makers to spark ideas, share knowledge, and grow together. Stick with us as we explore fresh ways to expand networks, build resources, and create lasting impact. Let's get started. Welcome to Evolution Business Development. I'm your host, Isis Latham, and I'm here today hosting the great Aman Thakral. You might even see there, it says business head, but some of us may know him from the business that he has started with his brother called Target Integration. Today, we're going to be talking about the CRM consultant. And when Aman and I had this conversation, I knew it was something that I wanted to bring to you all. Just a little bit of history as to why I'm so, I believe in the importance of CRM is that I've had businesses throughout my whole life. And only until in the last 8 to 10 years did I finally learn how important it really was for us to have a great CRM. I could have continued to build those relationships from 20, 30 years ago if I had understood that. So I wanted Aman to talk to us about CRMs. I wanted him to talk with us about the work that he does. But first, I just want to share with you that he is the business head at Target Integration, a leading provider of business management software solutions. And with years of experience in the IT industry, he has a strong background in business development, strategic planning, and project management. So we're going to be talking about that today. Thank you for being here, Aman.
Thank you so much, Isis, for conducting this interview. And I'm so glad. And all the participants who probably listen the recording later on, thank you so much for all the time that you put in to listen all this. Talking about CRMs, I've been doing this since 12 years now. One of the only thing that I make my living from, and I love to talk about it. Very often people ask me a question, what do I love most about the thing that I do? And the only thing I love most about is this gives me an experience of knowing each other's business. So as a consultant, when we work with different businesses to solve their technology problems or business problems, we end up knowing a lot about their business, which is the blessing which any business owner can get, because you not only learn from your own business, but you learn from their business as well. And now, talking about CRM, for some people, let me give a small abbreviation. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. It primarily any tool that you use to manage your relationship with customer, be it pre-sales, sales, post-sales, or even to an extent of operations, tracking any kind of relationship. When you track of your customer from the moment they reach out to you as a lead, or to the moment when they start giving you a recurring business, or you start raising invoices, expect payments, from top, tip to the top, everything that you do with your customer get tracked in a CRM. Now, who and why you would need a CRM? CRMs are usually used to make sure that you do not have to remember everything in your brain, or probably have a notepad where you flip pages. CRMs are used to make sure that everything is there on the tool for you, which you can always go back and go back and check whenever you need it. It's not just only to remember, it also to track. The purpose anyone uses a technology is, one, to make it their life easier, and second, to have a better decision making. And that's also the mission of our company. We make sure that we help curious business owners with the right tools so that they can make better and concise decisions. For example, which networking platform I should join? Well, your ROI from the networking platform would tell you how many leads you get versus how much money you invest versus how much time you spend. Each of us, whenever we invest any time, we put in a certain, dollar value to it. Now, when you compare your dollar value versus the amount of revenue you generate, you will figure out what's your ROI. I understand networking is also seen as a place to brand and not just to make revenues. But sorry, we need to make money to survive. So, yeah, all respect to networking, but ROIs you can figure out from there. Again, moving forward from just networking, if you do any social media marketing versus any traditional marketing of newspaper advertisement or anything else, if you really want to find out your ROI against each networking campaign or each non-traditional campaign or each digital marketing campaign, CRMs will help you in this. CRMs would also help you in tracking your own employees. So if you have team members, you want to see what's my each employee's percentage of lead generation, sales closure, or even the operational tasks. You can use CRMs for that. You can also use CRMs for managing escalations. Ideally, I look at CRM as an entire automation tool, where as a business owner, the purpose or the reason you are called as a successful business owner when you are not participating in daily operational tasks. But yet managing a company can only happen when you have a engine to track and say, hey, Aman, you have 100 people in your team. Out of these 100 people, 10 people are most performers, 10 needs more support, and 20 are the amazing people. You should really upgrade them to higher level. Now, you cannot really find that out based on the conversation that you have with employees. Your numbers should speak, and these numbers would come from CRM.
You've shared so much there, and my brain is kind of bouncing back and forth and trying to decide, well, what's the first question or the first thing that I want to talk about. And I still think it's going to come back to, because ultimately we're talking about a relationship manager, right?
Right.
How do we bring more relationship into this tool? You've talked about the fact that we need to compare the dollar value to the time that is spent, but how do you bring relationship into it for the person that either wants to only focus on relationship? So that's how we're going to get them to start using a CRM tool, customer relationship manager, or that they don't focus on the relationship, and we need to use this tool to help them to recognize that that's ultimately what its purpose is.
Right. To track a relationship, let me address that question first. If you look at the modes of communication with customers, you will realize we usually communicate with customers either on social media, via emails, text messages, if some people use WhatsApp, or some people would use telephony. CRM systems, depending upon which CRM you pick up and what mode of communication you use with customers, do get integrated with all of these tools. So any good CRM you would see has an integration with your Outlook, your Gmail, whosoever is your email service provider, with your telephony system, whether you use RingCentral, Twilio, AirCall, or any of these SMS providers, your WhatsApp. So they would bring in an integration, and that's how you should choose a right CRM for yourself, is the one who has the maximum integrations with the tools, eventually gives you a 360-degree view, or usually termed as one view, for you to see what's your relationship with Aman, let's say as a customer. When did you meet over telephone? When did you meet over messages? What was your email exchange between him and you or your employees? And this way you can have one view to all the communication modes that you do with them.
If I'm understanding correctly, it's the maximum integration with the tools that you're using. So if there is
100%.
no integration, then we're missing information that's critical to understanding the whole process. So talk to us a little bit about how you figure out, let's say you're looking at a small organization. How do you go in there and figure out efficiently what tools they're already using. And I guess the first question is, are they effective for them? And then the second would be, are they effectively integrating to the technology that they're using?
So we conduct an exercise called audit. This is usually spent most in a manner that we speak more to the business owners than to ourselves or than to talk about CRMs. In this audit exercise, we usually conduct an hour of audit for free for any small business owners, where we sit down and understand what tool do they use, what tool they already have. Sometimes we have seen that business owner has spent money on a tool which is amazingly good. It's just that they're not been using it to best of its requirement. So we understand what tool they have. Without naming a customer, I have a very classic example. I know a business owner. She's an interior designer, and she was spending 60 grand a year on at 15 of the tools. And out of those 15 tools, there are amazing overlaps. She has a Salesforce, she also has an HubSpot, and she also has an ticketing solution of Zendesk. She was using it differently, saying Salesforce is just for my CRM, HubSpot is for my marketing, and Zendesk is for my ticketing. Whereas either of these three solutions can do all three of them.
Wow.
So we spend time to understand what's their current technology stack is, why do they think they need them, and what are the major features that they feel this tool has and why they should you keep on using it. This is the half part of our exercise. The next part is to know what's their vision for next 5 years. Where do they want to go? Would they be hiring more people? Would they not be hiring more people? Would they be covering different parts of their business process? If yes, that also defines which route they should pick up. So our audit process that we conduct to understand their current technology stack, and then we create a detailed report if they want to talk about what should be their path from now on. They should continue staying with their current technology stack or move to a better one, or if they could be a better commercials that can be involved so that the price that they are currently spending can be reduced in some way and shape and form.
You're so knowledgeable about this topic. You move through it effortlessly. Why technology? What got you into this path, and why is it the perfect fit for you?
The right answer is I never wanted to be.
Oh, really?
I never wanted to be. I think entrepreneurship or technology is never that I chose. They chose me. Uh, I always wanted to be a guy who would sit down. I did my bachelor's in engineering. When I did my bachelor's of engineering, I realized I'm not as good as a lot of people that I know who are on coding, who can sit down for hours and hours and can write code. In my fourth year of engineering, I realized I should move towards management more because I'm probably a better sales guy than an engineering guy, where I end up doing my master's in business. Even then, I never thought that I would get into technology or even in entrepreneurship or probably run a show. But then I got an opportunity through my brother, and I realized that I should, one, I understand technology. I may not like to code it, but I can convert this into easier languages for people to understand. They are sales guys, they are business guys, they are coders and technology guys, but they all speak their own jargons and languages. I probably can bridge a gap by saying I can speak a technical language in the most non-technical way that I can relate with businesses. And that's how the whole relationship got built.
What's the secret sauce for continuing to enjoy this process if it wasn't your first choice?
The secret sauce is, I mean, I think I love solving problems. And when you sit down with the business owner who has spent 30 years, 35 years in his or her own business, and they know a lot about their own business, but they're still seeking help, kind of gives me a feeling, and when I'm able to answer their questions, kind of give me a feeling that, yeah, I can help them. And it's not just that you end up making money, it also gives you a feeling that you are giving back to the people. And that's why in certain cases, when we see it's a small business or probably a startup, we go ahead and offer our pro bono services.
Wow.
Because intention is not always to make money. Intention is to make sure that people adopt to technology a lot. One of the most pro bono services we offer to everyone and anyone is to start using calendar application significantly. We realize that we all struggle. At least I used to struggle a lot initially. Okay, I'm available at 5 o'clock. No, I'm not available at 5 o'clock. Okay, how about 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock? Instead, if a small link goes to somebody and you can send it to your girlfriend, you can friends, family, everyone. These are the slots I'm open at. I'm the term that I use, I'm a slave to my calendar.
Yeah.
So I'm a slave to my calendar. Use whatever slots that my calendar gives it to you. Book it. Book it for my personal things. Book it for my official things. And this will make me organized. This will make sure that I meet my deadlines and everybody's happy around me.
I found the same, that when I started using a calendar application, it changed everything. And then I realized, oh, I can have a coffee and tea one. I can have a lunch with Isis. I can design it to be whatever
Yeah.
I want it to be. All you have to do is tell me what your interest is, or I can
100%.
try to figure out what the interest is based on the conversation, and then I can just ask, oh, would you
Yeah.
like to, and fill in the blank, and then I can share that. So what does your technology stack look like?
So we use best of all the worlds and then integrate them. We use Odoo as our accounting system. As an organization, Target Integration is there into multiple countries. And Odoo comes up with a great benefit where you can have multi organization built for accounting, and they of course do not charge additionally for it. And it's a great tool when it comes to talk about chart of accounts, accounting, setting up your subscriptions, because of course we take money from customers as a subscription model. So we use Odoo for our accounting. We use Rhino as our CRM tool. It's one of the great tools that we have realized in these CRM market. It has a great potential. Recently, have seen a lot of growth in this product. The entire organization of ours use CRM to track website leads getting from our website or from our chat tool, syncing our emails. I mean, we use Office 365 for emails, so all the emails get synced with our CRM. Our task that we pass happens on our CRM called Rhino, and then Rhino is integrated with Odoo, so that each time when you raise a invoice request, it straight away gets synced on our accounting tool. And we also use a ticketing tool called Redmine. It's an open source tool. The reason we use it, we have across the globe 150 employees, and then we have almost similar size of 1099 with us. So there are so much of users. Having them on a SaaS based model is a little expensive.
Yeah.
So we got open source used for it, and then that open source is then managing all the integrations.
All right, I'm going to be brave and ask the question that at least one other person in the room is thinking but doesn't want to ask. What does open source really mean?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for using jargon here. So open source is one amazing kind of, or a category of softwares. Why I put so many amazings is because we started our career initially as an open source CRM provider. Now, contrary to what you see as technology being super expensive, and there are companies who are making billions and trillions out of it, there are set of technologies, CRMs, ERPs, which are available in the market, openly available to be used for free. You don't have to pay anything for it. And you can also, they even give you a source code so that you can write your own version of it. So it's like buying raw beans or boiled beans.
Yeah.
Whether you cook them in taco or you make something else out of it, it's up to you. So open source is an existingly available tools in the market. You don't have to pay anything for them. The only thing you need to make sure you use them internally and do not sell them commercially. Number one. Number two is you should have a team who can manage servers, take care of bugs, take care of any firewall or any malware attack on them, and then you run up. We usually recommend open source to organizations who are one, very data sensitive, have amazing amount of users to use it, but they are not really concerned about new upgrades or new technology to come in. For them, an open source technology makes more sense.
You can't be too concerned about upgrades in the product. Okay, so I'm thinking about Google CRM, Google Contacts, which I think is one of the ones that most people are familiar with. Would that be considered open source then, because it's free to use?
No. And without naming Google here, any product company, if gives you a free product, they are probably just making you taste the product, and sooner or later would ask you to go ahead and buy it.
Hey up. That's great. Well,
Right,
I think that's a perfect place for us to end this right now. But I just want to open the floor to you. Is there anything, any call to action you have for people? It could be a course you're running. It could be an ask of everyone, or it could be do this because it will make you a better user of technology. Whatever you'd like to ask of us, we're all ears.
My highest request to all the members who are watching, listening, please never keep such cards with you. I have this prop always sitting next to me. If you have these cards or a bunch of cards with you, you have to go to a system. If I need to find ISIS, I have to flip these many cards to go through. Whereas I can just put Control F and find ISIS. This is what technology can do.
I love it. That is absolutely incredible. And, you know, we have very short attention spans. By the time you get through half those cards, you'd have forgot you were looking for me. Well, if you are joining us and viewing this after the fact as a recording, I just want to remind you that you're always welcome to join Evolution Business Development, EvoBizDevo, for those of you that like something catchy. We meet on Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, and this is the best 70 minutes you'll spend every week learning and getting into community with other like-minded folks. Thank you so much, Aman. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Want to be our next featured speaker? Click the link in the description to register, and let's stay connected. Follow me on all those social media platforms for financial tips to help you make your money work smarter while you build financial stability. Stay tuned for more, and see you in the next one.